is a WCVB Channel 5 editorial. Speaking on behalf of the editorial board, WCVB President and General Manager, Kyle Grimes.
You can argue with the idea of making laws by statewide ballot, and we did so right here just a few weeks ago. A ballot question is a weak substitute for the analysis and debate that nuanced lawmaking requires. Of course, that would also require that the Bay State's full-time legislature step up and be far more efficient and productive in their work. With the overwhelming vote last week in favor of question 1, the path has been cleared for the state auditor to audit the legislature. Massachusetts voters have sent a crystal clear message. State reps and senators need to be much more transparent in conducting the people's business. And unlike the other ballot questions, this one was appropriately addressed in a voter referendum, rather than by lawmakers who might prefer to keep their proceedings in the shadows. Now that question 1 is passed, with one of the widest margins in decades, stonewalling should no longer be an option. When it comes to a performance audit, House and Senate leaders would do well to focus on what they can do, rather than what they shouldn't have to do. There are reasonable concerns that question 1, taken too far, amounts to unconstitutional overreach. State Auditor Diana DiZoglio wants to examine everything from non-disclosure agreements to legislative committee assignments and other matters that ought to be well outside the auditor's purview. But lawmakers can take steps to ensure they are complying with the voter-approved law. There are matters on which the auditor surely has legitimate claim to review, like legislative contracts with outside vendors, procurement procedures, and other financial matters. Late this week, Speaker Mariano took a first step, voting for a rule change that would place the responsibility of selecting an independent firm in the hands of the state auditor. But that appears to be not good enough for DiZoglio. She posted a snide response just hours later on social media. Let's be clear, transparency wasn't the only item on the ballot. So was acting professionally. We should expect more from elected leaders like DiZoglio. Posts like this don't inspire any confidence that she'll be able to carry out an independent audit, free of personal acrimony and bias. With that said, leadership should approach the implementation of question 1 with an open mind and with an acknowledgement that voters deserve and are demanding transparency.
Send comments to editorials at WCVB.com.